What's up, dudes? Welcome back to Learning Hacking with Kali Linux. In this one, we are going to be looking at how to look at hidden files in a directory. So to illustrate this, we're going to be playing Bandit Level 3. So first off, we need to log into the machine. As you can see, I've got the KDE desktop environment here. If you're not familiar with how I got here, if you've been with me up to this point, I have another video on installing KDE. But for now, let's go ahead and log into level 3 here. I've got the password and open up my console, and we'll just clear this. And we will SSH into Bandit 3. Oh, also, one nice little Z shell trick here is when you type a command and it gives you this auto completion, you'll notice that you can't tab complete it, otherwise it just kind of does a weird thing here. You use the right arrow key and it will complete it for you. So we need to SSH into Bandit 3 this time, not Bandit 2. Go ahead and enter that, and I will also make this full screen, and we're gonna go ahead and paste our password in there, and we are in. So if you'll remember, the instructions said that we need to look for a hidden file called in here, and it looks like there's a directory called in here, so let's go ahead and change directory into that, and we'll just tab complete this. So I'll type in and then press tab and hit enter, and we will get into the in here directory, and we're going to ls and nothing. And that is to be expected. According to the Bandit level here, we're going to be finding a hidden file, and evidently it is hidden. So what do? Well, we could read up on ls cd cat file du and find and see if we could, find information about what we can do. There are no links provided to us this time, and in the previous ones it would give us helpful reading material. This one we do not have any helpful reading material, so we would be forced to kind of go through and either search through the commands here. So we could do something like man ls, and we could scroll through the manual pages for the ls command and see maybe if there's something in here that looks interesting. But I'm going to tell you right now that you're not going to find anything that says anything about finding quote-unquote hidden files, and that is because hidden files in Linux are a special syntax of a file, meaning that a hidden file begins with a period. So something like period --rc. When you type ls, anything with a period is not going to show up because it is quote-unquote hidden. So the way that you do this, and it's actually the first thing in man ls, is the -a. As you can see here, -a or --all do not ignore entries starting with period. So it's not so much hidden as that it's more ls ignores anything that starts with a period. So if we want to do ls-a, we're going to see here that we have dot, 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 and dot hidden. Why is there dot and dot, dot here? And why are they blue, meaning that they're directories? Isn't that a little weird? Well, in every Linux directory, there has to be a way to reference the directory you're in, which is the dot. We have learned that. And also there has to be a way to pop up one level, and that's the dot, dot, which we can do, and that's what we can do there. So we're going to go and cd into in here, and we can ls-a again, and we can cat the dot hidden directory, and there is our password. Easy as that, no problem there. Go ahead and copy that, and there it is. That should be the password for level 4. Make sure we save it this time. Last time I didn't save it and I had to go redo the previous level. And let's go ahead and test to make sure it works. So, oh, we are still SSH'd into our original one. So now, after we type exit, we can actually SSH into Bandit 4. Go ahead and paste our password. And there we are. We have successfully completed Bandit 4. I know this was a little bit of a short one, but I do actually have a couple tricks and a little bit of troubleshooting that I can show you for the KDE console. This is just something that I ran into before I started this episode, and I figured that I would kind of squeeze it in somewhere because it was something that I was a little weirded out by, and I'll just show you. So let's clear this. In the console emulator that KDE uses by default, it's called konsole with a K. You can change how it looks. Obviously, I have changed this from the default. So if we go to settings, and then we can switch profile, the built-in, this is what you will see if you haven't customized the console at all. But if you want to create a profile, you can go up here and do create new profile. And you can type test, you can change the appearance, say you want it to be red on black, and you want it to be a little bit bigger on the font, whatever. And now you've got something that looks a tiny bit different, right? So say after that, you go ahead and up here, you can select your profile, your test profile, you can switch between them, whatever, everything is fine, right? But if you close the console and you reopen it and you go to switch profile, your profile is no longer going to be saved. And this is a bug within console. And it might be patched by the time that you watch this video, which is why I haven't, put it into its own video. But the way to get around this, in case you do end up running into it, is to create a profile. So you can go to, well, this is usually create profile. I don't know why it's edit current profile. But if you go to settings, this is typically just create profile. Maybe if I switch to the built-in, okay, yeah. So if you're on the built-in, you can click create new profile, and then don't change anything. Just click OK. And now you can see that profile 1 is there. And if you close the console, reopen it, and manage switch profile 1 will still be there. So you can switch over to profile 1 and then edit current profile. You can set it to your default if you want it to be the default, rename it, change the appearance and everything, and then it'll save. So I don't know why this bug exists, but it does, and this is how you get around it. So we can do test, we can switch it to light theme if we want to, close it, reopen it, switch profile to test, and it actually saves this time. So that's a little workaround just in case you guys needed it. But yeah, so that was Bandit level 4. Go ahead and click onto the next one if you want to see the next one. Click onto the previous one if you missed the previous one. Sub if you like it if you like it, and yeah, take care till next time.